Today, I've got some really great news. It seems that Mojang is finally going to be updating the seed picker across all the platforms. Well, the last time we got a new update for the seed picker, it was in 0.12 for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and that was for the Village Pillage update. But however, we're about to enter a new age of Minecraft seeds, because in 1.18, these seeds are going to look completely different. So they're going to be introducing brand new seeds inside of here, and perhaps removing a few seeds. So in this video, I'm going to go over how you can submit your own seeds so Mojang can look at them and possibly get them added to the seed picker. If you happen to enjoy this video, then please consider leaving a like. It really does help out quite a bit. And consider subscribing if you're around here. Now, if you don't know what the seed picker is, if I scroll down, we have the seed, click on the arrow, and this takes us to a bunch of different seeds. We can choose from Abandoned Village, from Epic Jungle, and even a Mesa Plateau, all the way down to Survival Island. But however, if you do choose any of these seeds, like Survival Island, and I click on Create, it's not going to work as intended. So as you saw from the seed picker screen, you would spawn on an island. But in 1.18, that is no longer the case. You're just going to spawn in just a standard looking plains biome, so you're not going to get any Survival Island experiences. But if you were to load up the seed right now, in 1.17, then you would actually find yourself on a survival island. By enabling the Caves and Cliffs toggle within 1.17, then it's not going to end up giving you a survival island. 1.18 generation, it is changing every single one of the seeds from the seed picker. So this is why they're going to be doing a submission form, so that way you can go ahead and put in your own seeds. You can go ahead and submit them over to Mojang, so that way they can go ahead and look at the seeds and they can choose which seeds that they want to add to the seed picker. And this brings me to my next point. If Mojang is planning on changing the seed picker seeds, I think they should every so often give us brand new seeds to use. So maybe every week or maybe every month they can introduce brand new seeds inside the seed picker, so that way we're not stuck with the same seeds for a few months or a few weeks. This is the thread right here. It says Caves and Cliffs Part 2 Bedrock Seed Picker Submissions thread. I will leave a link down below in the description. And if I scroll down, hello Bedrock players. As the world generation is being revamped in Caves and Cliffs Part 2, we need to refresh and update the Bedrock Edition seed picker. And we would love to hear your suggestions for awesome seeds that you have found. These seeds should be tested in new worlds created in or after the 1.18.0.24 Bedrock beta. As a reminder, we would love to have seeds for the following biomes and features, and they must be found at or very close to the natural world spawn location in the newly created world. These are currently all the seeds that are part of the seed picker. And it says these are super rare seeds that we would love to prioritize. In addition, if you find any good examples of the following, feel free to include them below. These will not be included in the seed picker in time for the full update, but we may be able to include them later, and other players can still refer to them from here. And just as a quick reminder, as I stated, you need to make sure that you're loading up these worlds in version 1.18.0.24 or in a later beta. If you're playing in 1.17, then the seeds that you're loading up, they're going to look completely different in the newest betas. Somebody did post a really cool seed, which I did want to show you in today's video. So for the seed, I will supply it on the screen right now, and it'll also be in the description, but this is just one really cool seed, which I think you definitely like. Now, as you can see, you spawn inside the world, and you got a bunch of hills all over the place, but you also got a stony beach. But what I want to show you is going to be off in this direction. If I go over in this direction, we have a big huge mountain over there. There's actually going to be more mountains off in that direction, but there's also this big cliffside. Like, I can just imagine being on top of this mountain and just building a house. But however, it gets even better out in this direction. Now, I went ahead and turn my render distance all the way up, just so I could show you this. We got a mountain there. We got mountains way out there. Like, there's literally mountains all over the place. This is probably one of the most beautiful seeds that I've seen in such a long time, especially with the cliffside. We got a big cliffside here, another big cliffside there. Like, could you just imagine playing survival on the seed? Like, it would just be absolutely bonkers. It's just absolutely crazy. Another seed that was added to the forum was called Epic Mesa, which is also on top of the screen as well. But if you just take a look at the seed, This is one of my favorite looking Mesa biomes. So if you take a look at the seed, it will spawn you right by a Mesa biome, but also by a jungle as well. But the main takeaway from the seed has got to be the Mesa biome itself. So if you look at the Mesa biome, we have the eroded badlands, we have some plateaus, and there's even the wooded versions as well. So any kind of Mesa biome that you want in Minecraft, it's literally right here, which is really cool. And it also spawns you right by a jungle biome as well. So maybe there'll be a jungle temple around there somewhere. But in my own opinion, this jungle doesn't really look all that interesting. It just looks like a regular jungle. And then we have a seed from the author of the thread, which is just simply dripstone caves. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find any dripstone caves. But you know what? I did find this cave. This cave, it does have dripstone. But it's not the dripstone cave that you would imagine. But it doesn't really give you a big dripstone cave. But there's probably one around here somewhere. So you just have to dig around and hopefully you'll find it. But one of the takeaways from the seed that I did actually find was this big mountain range. But not only that, but just look at this huge valley. This is really magnificent. Like if I ever find anything like this, I'm definitely going to build a house in this area. But here we are over at the mountains, and this mount, my goodness, this is one beautiful mountain range. Especially with the bits of dark oak forest on areas. There's also a pillager outpost on top of the mount. You know, you got to get some really good views. These pillagers, they really know how to spy on villages. Now if you do look inside the mounds, there is a lush cave. But there's also these little spots that have dark oak inside of them. So like little in between areas, which is just really cool. But I really want to check out the Sludge Cave really quickly. So how big is this Sludge Cave? Oh, it goes down pretty far. How big is this cave? My goodness, it's pretty big. But then it goes a little bit further into this ravine. You find yourself some diamond ore, which I think is fairly nice. But then you find yourself this big, huge lava cave. So I did a little bit more digging, and I found more of the lush cave. But let's look at this thing. This thing is huge. My goodness, and it even goes down to a mine shaft. And the cave goes even deeper. My goodness, look at this. This is just beautiful. So if you really want a good survival seed, I kind of recommend getting this seed. Because it does give you dripstone right away. It will give you a lush cave right inside the mounds. But also, it just gives you the mounds. The mounds, that's the main takeaway from the seed. Just really beautiful. And we found even more of it. Oh my goodness, look at this mine shaft. I just really wanted to make this video so I could talk to you about the seed picker submission thread. Because for the seed picker, it definitely needs to get some love. And we need to get some really good seeds inside of there. And if you have any seed suggestions, then just go ahead and go over to the thread down below. Go ahead and submit the seed over there. And hopefully we get some really good seeds inside the seed picker. But that's pretty much going to do it for today's video. Down below in the comments, go and let me know what you think of all of this. And if you enjoyed today's video, consider leaving a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And I've got you next time. Goodbye.